You've probably seen the ads. Make money fast with dropshipping. Build a six-figure business from your bedroom. It sounds almost too good to be true, and honestly, it probably is. But before you dismiss it entirely, let's talk about what's really happening behind the scenes. This isn't another motivational pitch. This is a case file investigation into dropshipping, the business model that promises freedom but often delivers something completely different. Let's start with the basics. Dropshipping is a retail fulfillment method where you don't hold inventory. A customer orders from your store, you pay a supplier, the supplier ships directly to the customer. In theory, you're just the middleman taking a cut. No warehouse, no stock risk, no sleepless nights worrying about dead inventory gathering dust. It sounds revolutionary, and for a brief moment in early e-commerce history, it actually was. But here's what they don't tell you. The barrier to entry is so low that literally everyone with a laptop and $200 can start a dropshipping store. And they do. Thousands of them. Every single day, new stores launch selling the exact same products from the exact same suppliers at nearly identical price points. You're not just competing with other dropshippers. You're competing with established brands, Amazon, Walmart, and a marketplace so oversaturated that standing out feels impossible. Let's talk about the actual numbers. The average person starting dropshipping expects to make money within weeks. The reality is far grimmer. Studies show that the vast majority of dropshipping stores never make a single sale, not one. They spend hundreds on ads, set up their Shopify store, create their product listings, and then watch their analytics gather dust. No traffic, no conversions, no revenue. Those who do make sales often discover something shocking. Their profit margins are razor thin. A product you buy from a supplier for $8 might sell for $25. But once you factor in advertising costs, payment processing fees, platform fees, and customer service, that profit evaporates. You might make $2 or $3 per order if you're lucky. Some entrepreneurs find themselves making $1 or less after all expenses. That means you need to sell hundreds of items just to cover a single month of living expenses. And advertising? That's where the real money goes. Most dropshippers rely on Facebook ads or TikTok ads to drive traffic. These platforms are saturated with dropshipping ads, which means costs are climbing constantly. Your customer acquisition cost might be $15, while your profit per sale is only $3. You're losing money on purpose, hoping that customers will reorder or refer friends. Spoiler alert, they usually don't. The majority of dropshipping suppliers are based in China. Shipping times range from 2 to 4 weeks on the low end, sometimes stretching to 2 months. Your customers are expecting Amazon Prime speed. They're used to free 2-day shipping or fast delivery. When their order arrives 6 weeks later, they're furious. And when they're furious, they leave negative reviews, request refunds, and initiate chargebacks through their credit card companies. Product quality is another hidden nightmare. You're buying from suppliers you've never met, in a country you probably haven't visited, from catalogs with photos that barely resemble the actual product. Items arrive damaged. Colors don't match the listing. Sizes run small or large. Materials feel cheap. There's a reason these products are so inexpensive at the source. They're often low quality. And now you're the one dealing with angry customers, refund requests, and returns. Refunds are particularly brutal in dropshipping. A customer receives a product, decides they don't like it, and requests a refund. You have to refund their money, but the supplier rarely refunds yours. You've now lost money on the sale, lost money on the refund, and still paid for the shipping in both directions. Some entrepreneurs experience return rates of 30, 40, even 50%. It's mathematically impossible to be profitable when that happens. Then there's the competition issue we touched on earlier. Let's say you find a product that's actually selling well. It's a unique item with decent margins. You're excited. You've finally found something that works. Within days or weeks, hundreds of other dropshippers have copied your exact product, your exact description, sometimes even your exact pictures. Now you're in a race to the bottom on pricing. The only way to stay competitive is to lower your prices, which destroys your already thin margins. Account suspension is another risk most beginners don't anticipate. Shopify, the most popular dropshipping platform, regularly shuts down stores that violate their terms of service. Maybe you're using products that infringe on trademarks. Maybe you're making false health claims. Maybe you're sending spammy emails to customers. Whatever the reason, your entire business disappears overnight. All the time you invested, all the money you spent, completely gone. Payment processing is its own nightmare. Credit card processing fees, Shopify fees, payment gateway fees, they all add up. Then there's the chargeback issue. A customer claims they never received their order or that it was not as described. Their credit card company sides with them. Your payment processor pulls that money back from your account, sometimes weeks after you've already spent it. You might be hit with 5 chargebacks in a single week, each one draining your account and damaging your relationship with payment processors. Customer service will destroy your soul if you let it. People email constantly with questions. Where's my order? Is this product available? Can you ship faster? What's your refund policy? What about customs? Can you change my order? Most dropshippers ignore customer service initially, thinking they can automate everything, but you can't. People want answers from actual humans, so you're spending hours every day responding to emails, many of which you can't resolve because you don't control shipping or quality. There's also the mental health component that nobody discusses. You're constantly refreshing your analytics, checking for sales that never come. You're scrolling through your store, wondering why nobody's buying. You're losing sleep over refunds and chargebacks. You're watching your advertising budget disappear into the void. The psychological toll of watching money drain from your account while generating zero revenue is significant. Many dropshippers experience genuine anxiety and depression from the experience. Let's talk about the people selling you these dropshipping courses and mentorships. These individuals are making serious money, but not from dropshipping. They're making money from teaching dropshipping. They sell courses, coaching programs, software tools, and ad templates to desperate entrepreneurs. Some of them haven't run a successful dropshipping store in years, if ever. They're professional marketers who found a market of hopeful people willing to pay for the secrets to success. The real secret? There is no secret. It's hard work, trial and error, and mostly failure. Some of these course creators run what's called a drop servicing operation. They're dropshippers too, but instead of selling physical products, they're selling information products and access to communities. They're in a much better position than their students because they have an existing audience, established credibility, and very high margins on their courses. Their business model actually works, which is why they seem so successful. But that success doesn't translate to their students. Now, let's be fair. Dropshipping isn't completely impossible. Some people do make money, but those people are usually the exception, not the rule. They're often people who already have marketing skills, an existing audience, or deep product knowledge in a niche. They're willing to test hundreds of products, spend thousands on ads, and work full-time for months or years before seeing real profit. And even then, many of them would have made more money in a traditional job. The survivorship bias is real here. You hear about the success stories. The person who made $100,000 dropshipping gadgets. The person who built a 6-figure business from their apartment. You don't hear about the thousands of people who spent money, wasted time, and gave up in frustration. You don't see the Facebook groups where people are asking how to get their investment back. You don't read the Reddit threads from burnt-out dropshippers warning others to avoid the business model entirely. So what should you actually do if you're interested in e-commerce? First, consider whether dropshipping is really the best path for your goals. If you want to build a sustainable business with real profit, there are better options. Print on demand, wholesale, private labeling, or creating your own products might be more work up front, but offer better margins and less competition. If you're going to do dropshipping anyway, here's what matters. Pick a narrow niche, really narrow, not gadgets or fashion or beauty products, something specific that you actually care about and understand deeply. Second, validate your product idea before spending significant money on advertising. Talk to potential customers, survey people, join relevant communities, and ask what problems they're trying to solve. Get pre-orders. Don't assume you know what people want. Validate first, build second, market third. Third, start small with your advertising budget. Spend $50 a week, not $500 a week. Test different products, different ads, different audiences. Collect data. Most beginners blow their entire budget on a single product that doesn't work, and then they blame dropshipping instead of blaming their research and testing strategy. Fourth, prioritize customer experience and quality. Yes, your suppliers are in China. Yes, shipping takes time. But you can mitigate these issues by setting proper expectations up front. Tell customers exactly how long shipping will take. Show realistic product photos. Be honest about product quality. When issues do occur, handle them professionally and quickly. Good customer service can differentiate you in a crowded market. Fifth, don't quit your job. Build this on the side for at least 6 months to a year. If you can't make consistent profit while working another job, you're definitely not going to make profit when this is your only income source. The pressure will crush you. Sixth, be skeptical of the gurus and courses. Yes, there's valuable information out there, but the ROI of paid courses for beginners is terrible. You'll learn more by actually running a store and failing than you will from any course, and the cost of most dropshipping courses could be better spent on actual advertising to test products. The hard truth is that dropshipping attracts people looking for a shortcut, and there are no shortcuts in business. Building a real enterprise, whether it's dropshipping or anything else, requires work, intelligence, persistence, and often a bit of luck. It requires you to be better at marketing than most people. It requires you to be comfortable with failure and rejection. It requires you to solve real problems for real customers. The dropshipping industry will probably survive. New people will keep joining, many will fail, some will succeed, and the gurus will keep selling courses to the next batch of hopefuls. But you don't have to be part of that cycle. You can make a more informed decision. You can understand the real challenges before you invest your time and money. You can pursue a business model that actually aligns with your goals and capabilities. If you do decide to go all in on dropshipping, go in with open eyes. Know that you're entering an oversaturated market. Know that your profit margins will be thin. Know that customer acquisition will be expensive. Know that you'll probably fail on your first store, maybe your first 5 stores. But know that if you stick with it, learn from each failure, and continuously improve, you might actually build something sustainable. Just don't expect it to be quick or easy, and definitely don't expect it to be passive. The dropshipping dream is real. The dropshipping shortcut is not.